I'm supposed to rant about The Undertaker now. I really don't know what I'm supposed to be saying about him. He confirmed he's coming back. That's happening. He's going to be back for Mania, and that's it. He's not going to be there before Mania. I think that Vince, hopefully at this point, can realize that how much he screwed up and how much he really should miss the dead man, to be honest, because 2015 was a really good year for The Undertaker. He came back and he did some extra appearances. He did Hell in a Cell and whatever you want to call Survivor Series. He did that, and then he showed up at Mania, and Vince was like, hey, you know what would be a great idea is I think you could maybe put Shane over. You let him win. And Undertaker was like, yeah, I said okay to Brock Lesnar. That's not happening for your son, Shane. We were talking about the same Shane. No, that's cool. I'm gonna do this match, and by the way, I'm gonna make it 30 minutes of just boring. I'm gonna walk around, slowly punch people, just look ominously at the camera, and maybe 3 spots, and that's the max. And oh, by the way, one of the spots, I'm gonna try to kill your son. I'm gonna throw him off that damn cell. Okay, I'm gonna go home for a year and hang out with Michelle McCool and get my hip put together, and see if I can relax on the ranch with my dogs. And in the meantime, if I want to be the Undertaker, I'll just show up at a Cavs game. So that's probably exactly what happened. Vince pissed off the Undertaker, and he's coming back from Mania because he has to come back once a year. This is probably going to be it. People are saying this might be it for the Undertaker, and this might be his last Mania. And my pick for his opponent is Finn Balor. Absolutely, without a question, that's who I want to see. And I think it works out timing wise to be a very smart booking decision, because Finn will be coming back from that injury right around the January-ish. Maybe if you want to push it to to February, then you could book for Mania, have a good 2 months for it, or you just book it for a 3-month program of him just feuding with a spotlight, like so many other people have before that have been faced the Undertaker, because that's what the Undertaker is essentially. He when he's not in the building, he can appear as a lightning bolt, or just the lights going down and then going blue and then the smoke, and they're like, that was the Undertaker appearance, and he's at home with Michelle McCool and his dogs. Yeah. What a great gig that guy has, and he deserves it, every bit of it. He's a legend, and he does not need Vince, really, anymore. Really. As all great legends do, they do retire, eventually. At least they're supposed to. And not then go to TNA and do like another 3 months worth of matches that are god awful, because you're not fighting Shawn Michaels. And I think if he wants to supplement his income later on in retirement, he could always just show up at any of the many wrestling schools throughout Texas and put in his 2 cents and be paid way more than 2 cents for it. If he really wants to make a lot of money and entertain the shit out of us, he needs to write an amazing autobiography. And it just needs to include every dirty Percy Pringle story there is. I want to hear it all. I don't hold anything back. I want to hear everything that Mean Mark Callis saw working those circuits and back in the day. I want to hear names. Let it all out. Come on, Taker. Release the darkness. He has to know everything. He could write volumes of real stories corroborated with evidence he probably might have Polaroids of still, if it's entertaining enough, and it would be the greatest thing I could ever ask for. I mean, sent from the heavens would be the dead man's autobiography. I did hear a rumor years ago that Vince McMahon has been writing his own autobiography since the mid-80s, and it's not supposed to come out until after his death. I don't know if that's true. I've heard that's a rumor, but I've heard the man never sleeps, so he's got to be doing something at night. He might be writing his biography. So what have we learned here? Undertaker's still badass. Vince McMahon will probably never learn, because he's Vince McMahon. He doesn't have to learn. What we also learned is I hope Finn Balor comes in and fights the Undertaker. And honestly, if it's the Undertaker's last match, Taker is old school enough that he will go out on his back. And I think Finn Balor, as the Demon, could be the new dead man, which I think everyone's been saying since he came in and started doing the demon thing with this same kind of entrance that was like 15 minutes long, and you could totally see the potential for big main event entrances like at WrestleManias and SummerSlams, where they have theatrical things, and I don't know, an animatronic dragon comes down from the ceiling, and anyway. So for some occurrences, I'm the Varble, and that has been my latest thoughts about wrestling stuff.